Update. All right, everybody. Time for mental game. Big time mental game here, folks. Folks, have you ever been in a panicked crowd or just in a crowd? A really, really tightly packed crowd. It's a scary thing. If you've ever seen or been in a mob or seen the action of a mob, it is a very scary thing, okay? Markets are no different. Remember, markets are a collection of many, many, many people. Okay, 99% of whom, 100% of whom don't really understand what is going on ever. We understand, all right, but sometimes because we are involved, it can feel like we are caught in that mob. We are caught in that group panic. Now, we are seeing selling right now in stocks. We are seeing selling in the British pound. We're seeing selling in the euro. We're seeing a lot of things right now which are fear driven. Okay, this is mob reaction. Now, don't forget, you got the Fed meeting today and tomorrow. People are all worried about whether the Fed might raise interest rates. Ironically, if they don't raise interest rates, which might trigger a little bounce in the market, if they don't raise interest rates, it's actually a negative thing, right? So we're going to be facing some more turbulence. I hate to say it. And then in a much bigger context, you have Brexit next week. There has been a massive, massive fear-mongering campaign swirling around Brexit. You have people, big respected people, I am saying that somewhat facetiously, who are out there spewing out this constant stream of fear that if the British vote for Brexit, it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a global economic calamity. It's going to be the unraveling or the dissolution of the EU, which actually that might not be very bad. So people are scared. People are frightened. It is a sort of a panicky, nervous environment right now. And to be honest with you, it could get worse. It could get worse. Now, for those of you who think I'm just here putting out these videos and writing some report and I've got nothing on the line, you're wrong. I got the same positions on that I have in my report. Okay, same positions. All right, I'm long the euro. I'm long the Australian dollar. I'm not in the British pound. But I've seen this kind of stuff before. Don't forget, I've been doing this a lot longer than most of you, probably longer than all of you. And I've seen this kind of stuff before. The thing to remember is, this is a mob kind of reaction. If you have employed the right strategies and tactics, you have never, or you should not have overexposed yourself where these moves are really threatening that you might get a margin call or something like that. Those are primary fundamental rules that I have. All right, and I've spoken about them in the past. You cannot overtrade. You cannot be a macro fundamental trader and expose yourself because you can get swings like this. It can happen. Profit comes from fading, going against mob reaction. It doesn't come from going with the mob. Once you become caught up in their panic, in their fear, your objectiveness, your rationality goes out the window. They are in control, not you. You cannot win at this game by putting someone else in control, particularly by putting a mob in control and expecting that your fortunes will be, held aloft or increased by whatever the mob does. That's ridiculous if you think about it. So here's the thing. If this is frightening to you, just don't look at it. Make sure your exposure is not such that it threatens you with a margin call or anything else like that. And understand what is going on. What is going on right now is the behavior of people who are scared and frightened and panicked, and they do not know really the facts. They're trading on pure fear. And as soon as you could train yourself to know how to take advantage of those people, not become one of them, the profits are going to flow. Again, I said yesterday, be unbeatable. How do you be unbeatable? You learn how to ride through these tough moments, okay? Anybody who has sailed, if you know how to sail and you've been through rough seas, and if you're trained and know how to handle it, all right, then sailing is a pleasure. You don't like those times? Nobody does. We like calm seas and perfect conditions and blue skies and just the right amount of wind in our sails. But we don't control that, right? We don't control that. The atmosphere does. And we don't control this stuff. We don't control the markets, but we know how to ply our way through them and extract money exactly from people who act this way. So I'll check back with you guys later. But remember, this is a mob reaction. And you have to just keep that in mind. And stay calm, people. Stay calm.